selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
I started with psytrance in like 1996. I was like 14 or 15 because my older brother was already playing back then, and like I had the chance to use his vinyls and his DJ equipment. And yeah, and then with the time, like after like 5 years, probably 4 or 5 years, only DJing was not enough for me in a way. Like I wanted to do something new. I wanted to get more advanced, more involved in the music. So yeah, I started to produce, and then I came to a point where I always produce full on, more or less, like this, yeah. And then somehow I came to the point where I found that psytrance is sounding like, especially in full on, everything the same. People start to like really cheesy vocal, really cheesy breaks, and yeah, it lost a bit of its appeal to me. Like I'm still producing psytrance, but I'm not playing anymore because I'm not used to a dance floor in psytrance with like clapping the hands and like singing with the songs. It came like maybe 4 years back, like all this singing and like more and more commercial. And then I was like, I really enjoyed a lot of set of low BPMs even when I was playing psytrance. So I was like, yeah, why don't give it a go? So I gave it a go and I really started to enjoy it and kept on going. And that's how it happened. The trance crowd is like, it will always be a bit undergroundish. I think it never will be like that a trance album will sell like an album from Tiesto or Guetta or from some pop singers like Madonna or whoever. I think trance will always be a bit underground, but still, if you look at the festivals, they still manage in Switzerland to make trance festivals with 10,000 people, so it's kind of big in a way. But I think also trance people, they're a bit hidden, and when there is a festival, they come out of the houses and they go to the festival, if you know what I mean, or they go out to the trance parties.
Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors.
was playing the piano when I was young for 10 years, but only when I was a kid. My parents wanted it. I liked it. I played some classical stuff on the piano. And then I started DJing, just like to play techno and trance in the beginning of the 90s. And then I found psytrance, and then I thought, okay, I'm at home. And there is no. I would like to give you a better story for, okay, this is the decision of why I chose psytrance, but in the end there is no decision. The music chose me, and I got hooked and I got addicted, and a couple of years later I decided to, okay, I tried to do my own stuff, but the reason was, it was Atmos from Sweden. The track Klein Aber Doktor, released in 1999, was the initial reason for me to say, okay, maybe I start to do my own thing, because it's not so expensive anymore, it's not so difficult anymore, and I'm in the trance scene for 20 years now, and I will love it until the day I die, and I hope the day I die will be 60 or 80 years in the future. You see that the Swedish audience is really the people. Because this festival is still an underground festival, and the people you meet here, they are really here on purpose. They're not here on accident. They didn't walk by and said, oh, it's a discotheque. No, they're not. They come here for a reason, and so the reason is they like and enjoy our music. And to see the people on the floor, how they enjoy the thing, is really it's a passion, and this gives some energy back. You make your little thing in the studio, don't know how it will turn out in the end, but if you see it here in Sweden, and especially because a lot of our idols are from Sweden, like Atmos, Songkite, Noma, Vibrosphere, so many quality artists to say, and to see this little country give it back to the people is really nice.
Well, the problem is when you start getting routines, when you start getting used to it, you start making mistakes, and that's why the best thing is actually not being a cool or a tough guy on stage. Just actually keep on being nervous all the time, so then you're still taking care of about everything, you know.
This corrects an existing chemical imbalance, improving mood and creating a feeling of well-being.